This energy really talks a lot about resilience. It talks about our ability to survive in the harshest of conditions. And really, it's like, think about a plant, like a cactus or some sort of plant that can actually not only just survive but thrive in the desert. The kind of plant that can survive with very little water, that has built up defenses to protect itself, and can really be thriving in a very harsh condition here. So this is drawing my attention to the challenges, the struggle that could have been associated with a dream of yours, a vision of yours, something that you want to accomplish, someone you want to become. That came out kind of odd, but I guess the person that you want to become. This could have something to do with you kind of moving along on that journey. And this energy is saying to me that your focus right now needs to be on that dream, on that vision. Even if there were obstacles to this dream or vision, even if it has been, even if there's been a lot of obstacles, because I'm having this feeling of one thing after another, after another, after another, one challenge after the other, one idea after the other, and it's like it can feel challenging sometimes. So even if it's not that extreme for you, and I hope it's not, I hope that it hasn't been going on for that long. I think for some of you, it can feel like that. It can feel like it's just one challenge after the other. But this is for a lot of you about a dream that you have pushed aside, something you've brushed aside, something that landed on the back burner. Because this is about something that had challenges. There were challenges associated with this, and it could have kind of slid to the back burner. It could have slid out of your focus. Even if it hasn't completely, I do feel like, yeah, I am feeling a range of energy here. I'm feeling that for some of you, this thing nearly has been forgotten. You kind of realize it's on the back burner, but it feels like it's not possible, or it has felt like it's not possible for you. And for others of you, this is something you're actively working on and pursuing. But this is really a message to focus on that dream. And this is in spite of any challenges or resistance that you faced when it comes to this. And this doesn't even have to be external challenges. For some of you, this can be external challenges. This can be things that arise in your life. This can be people in your life that make things challenging. This can also have to do with internal, kind of like this internal battle that you might fight around this thing. And it's like, there's challenges here, but there's kind of the message to just focus on that dream. That even in these challenging situations, and sometimes especially in these challenging situations, that's when the most development, that's when the most growth happens. That's when you thrive the most. So it's almost making me think of like the amount of pressure that diamonds are put under to become as brilliant as they are, to become as special, as valuable, as beautiful as they are. And I feel like this is kind of an analogy for what might have been going on for you. So even if it's been challenging, even if there are times where it's like it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen, and this, for some of you, I really feel strongly that for some of you, your guides want you to focus on something that may have completely slipped out of your view. And that desert thing, it's making me think of heat. It's giving me fire energy. So this can be like a passion that you kind of let go of. You forgot about it. I feel like you didn't really forget about it, but there's this kind of feeling of like it definitely slipped out of view for some of you, and this is like pulling your attention back to this. I want to open this energy up a little bit more. Pulling your attention right back to that. Focus on the thing that slipped through. This is something too that there's kind of this message of thriving that keeps coming through with this. So this is something too that will thrive for you. And I feel like this is something you may have had a vision that it would thrive for you, that it would be successful for you. But you still may have, it may have slipped like from the list of priorities. It's like it fell. And there's kind of this thing like bring that back into focus. Whatever that thing is that slipped, that idea. Yeah. And you're going to thrive because of that. I'm hoping that I get a little bit more clarity on what that means because it doesn't feel complete. We have the High Priestess. Yeah. The Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Yeah. For a lot of you, it's a passion. That can also be a love interest for some of you. So if that resonates, kind of apply all of these messages to that situation if this is a love interest, because this could be talking about a romantic partner or a passionate feeling that you have for someone. But I feel like this is about a passion for a lot of you. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And the High Priestess. So I'm seeing twos. Twos came out as significant in the first reading, so very interesting that that's kind of happening again. But yeah, we've got twos here. We've got balance and we've got choice. There could have been something for some of you where you had to make a choice between two things, or you see how in this Two of Wands, this wand is very much behind this little doggy here. I feel like in a lot of decks, the wand kind of is positioned behind, but in this depiction, it's very much behind the dog here. So the person, this would typically be a man depicted in this, but so it's giving me that feeling again, the back burner, something that slid to the back burner, something that was out of your view. And this, for some of you, could be a person that you lost interest in, a person that you didn't see, or a thing that you didn't see. Yeah, so take that as it resonates. Eight of Wands, bottom of the deck. You guys are having a lot of similarities with reading one already. So this is something coming kind of quickly. I feel like some of you might have forgotten about this dream, and it's like it's coming back to you quickly. And I feel like this is coming back in the form of your intuition. So something intuitively is reminding you of this thing, and this could happen in your dreams with this High Priestess energy here. Something is reminding you of this this dream or this passion. I do also want to talk about this Desert Prince energy, because this can also talk a little bit about mirages, about things that sometimes you can't see the truth of. And this could have been something that maybe you made a choice between two things and you put something on the back burner, and it might not have been the choice that now you're thinking you want to go with. So this other thing is coming back into focus for you. This can also talk about sometimes not being able to see the truth because of our desire to achieve something or our desire for recognition. So to me, that's giving me the feeling of especially with this High Priestess here, there could have been something that you had an intuitive feeling about, something that you may have carried for a long time with you, an intuitive knowing about something, about a thing, like really feeling called to something, really feeling drawn to something. But then there was another option that maybe made logical sense. Because this Desert Prince card talks about survival, I feel like for some of you, you could have, for instance, picked a career based on perceived security, this feeling of being able to survive and provide for yourself based on this career. And it could be now that this thing that you kind of felt intuitively about all along is coming back into focus for you, or something that you really need to pull your attention to. Yeah. I feel like there really could have been an energy here of doing what made sense, or doing what seemed like a sure bet, a logical path. But I also feel this thing that's intuitive, and kind of this feeling of focusing on this thing that truly makes you happy. Not what looks impressive, or what sounds good, or what seems like it would make you a success, but this thing that truly makes you happy. Yeah. Okay. I want to look at let me pull you an angel number card. I want to see, I really feel like for a lot of you, there's this intuitive knowing, and there's kind of this energy of the subconscious mind, like something kind of rising up in the subconscious, and I think it has to do with this passion. So we have number 6, I am nurturing. Your heart is your gift. Okay, you are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. Talk about passion with that energy there. So 6s are also a lot about balance. I feel like this nurturing energy has to do with nurturing your intuition and nurturing this passion. And bringing that nurturing energy to something that, honestly, I feel like something that's been ignored. It's coming through kind of strangely, but it's like, this feels like something that needs you to pour that love into it. Something that needs you to explore it. It needs to be cared for and nurtured to bring it to life. And this is something that will thrive when it's given that type of focus and attention. When the choice is made for the attention to go there. The Page of Wands in reverse can talk about ideas that are being formed or that have recently been formed. So this could be something that has recently jumped out to you. I feel like this might be something that has jumped out to you again for a lot of you. Or an idea that wasn't fully formed or fully realized in the past. So this could be a passion that maybe you didn't follow through on before, you didn't see it all the way through before, but there's this little, there's this intuitive push to refocus there. And the Page of Wands in reverse also can talk about a redirection of energy. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, there is the need to kind of reprioritize, redirect some of the energy that may be flowing towards things that aren't really filling you up, they aren't really satisfying you, they aren't maybe nurturing you. Because I do feel like there's an element here that something here nurtures your soul, and something else might not so much. So it's like really pouring that energy into this thing that's going to nurture you. You're going to nurture it, and it's going to nurture you in return. redirecting some of that energy, redirecting resources toward this thing. Dropping the limiting beliefs around this thing, because I do see that here with the Page of Wands. So there might be a fear here. There might be a fear of failure. There might be a fear that this won't work out, that this intuitive knowing isn't right. A fear that maybe you can't trust it. For a lot of you, this is tied to your spiritual path. This can even be about a spiritual path. This could be something that is closely tied and related to this. So this could be pursuing something spiritually that is a passion of yours. But I feel like for some of you, this is something that you've wanted to keep more private. And this might be a matter of breaking out of that feeling or that need, that desire to keep this private, and really taking the steps to get it out there, to put it out there, to put yourself out there. I do again feel that energy of obstacles, because with the Page of Wands and this Desert Prince, both of these energies can talk about obstacles when it comes to reaching this goal, this dream, achieving this. This could be kind of that feeling of like we were talking about, one thing after another, obstacles to something that you were really eager and excited to start, but it's like it doesn't get off the ground. And again, this can be a relationship. This could be a romantic relationship here. This can talk about lack of motivation. Yeah. Yes. I do want to say this, because when we look at the Page of Wands reversed like this, sometimes, and for some of you this might apply to whatever the situation is, sometimes the idea that we had here with the page, because the page is full of ideas, full of passion, sometimes that idea was right, or there was a big part of it that was right. It was right on point. It was right on the money. It was a good idea, and there could have been something about the execution, something about the timing that maybe wasn't right. But this is again a message: refocus on that dream. Don't give up on that dream, because the idea was actually good, but there was just something along the way that didn't quite work. Maybe it didn't work right then. Maybe the idea in general that you had can be applied to another situation and it can work much differently. I want to think of an example for that. Let's say that you were putting your music out. We'll just use that as an example. You were trying to put your music out, and it was a great idea for you to get your music out to a larger audience, but maybe the platform that you chose, it didn't take off. But this is kind of like, don't give up on that dream, because there's another platform that would be perfect for your target audience. So just kind of apply that idea to however this fits for you. Because a lot of times with this energy, this isn't about something that needs to be completely forgotten about. And I think that's why your guides are directing you back towards something that that could have gotten forgotten. Oh, that's funny. Something that almost slipped away. It's really just that something might need to be tweaked a little bit. Maybe it's just the right time right now. Maybe the right connections can be made right now, and it wasn't possible then. So I feel like this is maybe opportunities presenting themselves that weren't possible before. And this is about not giving up, trying something different. Let's flip this energy and see, because we're going to get direction from this. I feel like it's a good time to get some direction. So we have forgive. Oh, I love that energy. It's like a weight being lifted. This is kind of like that feeling of just being washed clean, and kind of knowing that whatever obstacles we faced, it's just helping us to become more clear. It's helping us to be able to love deeper. It's about letting go. It's about letting go of something. And I feel like for some of you, if this is about obstacles and maybe dreams that haven't been fully realized yet, and the need to refocus on those, I feel like there's also this need to kind of like forgive yourself about some of this. If there are ways where you kind of notice like I gave up, or I didn't give it my all, or I didn't pursue things when I should have, forgive yourself for that and keep moving forward. This is that energy of let the past be in the past. If the timing wasn't right in the past, if your actions weren't right in the past, that's fine. It's cool. You can keep going from here. And this is also about potentially forgiving others and forgiving your circumstances. So leaving those limitations in the past. When we forgive, we let go of the limitations that are holding us back. And if you're able to forgive, then it's like that's what changes the circumstances here. It is your story, but it doesn't have to be your future. And that's what's going to allow you to move forward. So if there have been obstacles, sometimes we just have to accept the fact that that happened, and that that doesn't have to continue to happen in our experience. So I love this. Wow. I love this. I feel like for some of you, this is really pulling you back to something. And this might be, at the time I'm recording this, we are so close to the new year. So it's giving me this feeling of this might be like a fresh start for you. Even if you're not watching this at the time when it's about to be the new year, I feel like you're going into this period where it's like wiping the slate clean and starting over again on something that it's totally worth starting over again on. That's the kind of the feeling I'm having. Like it's totally worth it, but you're able to start this without the worries of the past, without the limitations of the past, without any of those old stories. It's like you're just following your intuitive knowing that this is the right direction for you to move in, and this is the right thing for you to nurture, for you to pour your energy into. So if we look at some of the numbers we have here, we did have 2s showing up for you. We have 19. 1 and 9 is 10, and 10 can talk about closing out cycles, starting something new, like kind of a new beginning, a fresh start, like we were just talking about. So that's definitely a sign for you. I feel like also, let's see, we have the Page of Wands, which in this deck is a number 11, because they actually number the court cards in this deck. So we have 11, and we also have the 2 High Priestess, and in Roman numerals that's like an 11. So this might be kind of a sign here. 11s can talk a lot about spiritual development, growth. 11 might be a sign for you. I'm hearing 1111, and this has been coming up so much, so frequently in readings, and I feel like this is just kind of an indication of everybody kind of leveling up, like everyone being on this spiritual journey as a collective, and I feel like that energy is really showing up in the readings. It's super fun to kind of explore. I love it. Yeah, let's pull some tarot and just see what other messages. This is a fairly new deck. I was saying in the first reading, the cards are a little bit stiff, so a little hard to shuffle, but we will make it work. Okay, 3 of Swords. Not surprising at all, because we're talking about obstacles, we're talking about heartache, heartbreak, disappointments with the 3 of Swords. So it's just like I was saying with the Forgive card. This is about releasing all of that. So I feel like you guys are really closing out some sort of cycle and leaving those limitations behind. And it's like you're leaving these limiting thoughts and beliefs behind. You're also leaving the actual energy of that limitation in the past. It's like it's not going forward with you anymore. So I feel like this is why your guides are saying refocus on that dream. It's almost like try it now. See what happens now, because wow, the sun. See what happens now, because the sun. because happiness, because success, it's like happiness and success await. The story is different now, the lovers. If this is about a romantic partnership for you, or it could be about getting back out there and trying this love thing again, trying this romantic thing again, or reaching out to somebody who you had that intuitive knowing about. These are all really positive signs for this. And this nurturing energy too, and this energy of 6, I feel like if this is about a partnership for you, this is a very balanced partnership. This is someone who sees you as a very nurturing and caring person, and someone who is willing to nurture and care for you in return. So it's very, very beautiful energy. This is also the energy of kind of healing from a past heartbreak. So this can be within the scenario. There could have been heartbreak in this scenario for some of you, and this is about healing that scenario with this person. For others of you, this is about moving to something new and putting this 3 of Swords energy in the past. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy for that. I did not expect that to come through, but I feel like this is about healing for some of you. If this is about a love interest, a romantic partner, or your romance life in general, this is about healing and putting that focus on that dream of being happy, finding that happiness, finding that counterpart, and really being in that energy rather than being in the limiting energy associated with the way things have gone wrong in the past. I kind of hate to say it like that, but I feel like that's just kind of the energy of it. Like, it could have felt like it's gone wrong in the past, or it's been really hard in the past, and this is about leaving all of that behind. Such beautiful energy here. Leo energy, Gemini energy. Wow. More Gemini energy here too with the High Priestess, Virgo energy as well. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. I love that. Very direct energy. It's making me think of communication. It's making me think of leadership. And kind of this energy of a really straightforward momentum. So yeah, this is, I think that kind of King of Swords energy is making me think of kind of having this Page of Wands in the upright. Like having a little bit more of a forward moving energy, a more direct energy. And because the King kind of carries with it the energy of so much maturity and so much, so many leadership qualities. You know, this is someone who is very straightforward, knows what they want, has very clear thoughts, and is very strategic. I actually love this energy balanced with the High Priestess, because very intuitive energy here, very straightforward, very logical energy here, clear thought. So this is making me, yeah, I feel like you guys, by pursuing this thing, I feel like there is a lot of clarity that's coming to you. Leaving those limitations of the past behind you, it's bringing so much clarity to where you're going. Wow, I love that. Okay. I want to close out your reading with some Oracle of the Fairies, I believe it's called. Some cards just for advice. Ooh, look in a book. Oh my goodness. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Wow. That is very straightforward advice. That is very straightforward. King of, that's what it is. King of Swords energy. And the fact that they're saying that the answer you seek is in a book, very King of Swords. very logical, book smart type of energy there. So if there is something that you're wondering about, I feel like for some of you, this dream that you're going to be bringing your focus and attention back to, I feel like this dream, there might be some knowledge that you feel like you need, or there could be something that can even put your mind at ease when it comes to this. Like it might be like you're thinking, I really want to do that thing. I really feel called to that, but I don't really know how to do that. Like, yeah. See, we were talking about limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts with the Page of Wands, but that could be it. Feeling like I don't have the skills. I'm not equipped. I don't know how to make something look that pretty, or I don't have the skills to make this music sound this way, or to write this thing, whatever it might be. And I feel like your guides are telling you that there's a lot of resources at your fingertips and you can learn how to do this. You can learn anything. I feel like this really extends to the internet. So this might be an actual physical book, things you can read up on, things you can learn and sharpen and hone your skills. But this can also be the internet, because the internet's like one giant book that has every single answer you could ever be looking for. So that might be something about online research. This could also be about something that you want to do online. That was way too many cards, so we'll see if we can get another message for you a little bit. Okay. I know the card that came out for you flipped over. I feel like your guides might have a lot of things to say to you right now. You actually had this card just flip out, protect your dreams, and this was the card that flipped out face up. So you are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care, nurturing, safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Nurture that dream, you guys. Protect it. Wow. Wow. It brings a lot of happiness, and really that feeling, like I was saying before, it brings this feeling of thriving. So this is like a business that can thrive, a passion that will thrive. It will take you further than you might realize. And this energy of the sun is really pointing that out. This is going to bring a lot of fulfillment to you. This is going to bring a lot of happiness. This is going to bring a lot of joy to your life. And I feel like not only does it kind of nurture you in that way, it also is going to help you to thrive. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could have to do with your finances. This could be something that really pays off, but it feels like something that really, it starts from a place of passion and intuition. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.